Second type of problem on the 3.1 to 3.3 quiz is solving by factoring. Here's the first one, and then I'll give you an example. The first step in solving by factoring is to set equal to 0 by adding and subtracting. Then it's to factor, and then it's to set the factors equal to 0. Those are what we're going to be doing. So on the first step here, we need to get this set equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. And then we'll also, at the same time, we'll add 5 to both sides. And that's to get everything on one side of the equation. If you have a choice about having the leading coefficient positive or negative, I would make it positive. This one, there's not a whole lot of choices. So 2x squared minus or plus x, and then negative 8 plus 5 is minus 3 equals 0. Because this 4x minus 4x is 0, and negative 5 plus 5 is 0. Then we're going to factor that, whichever factoring method you use. This one, I know that 2x times x is equal to 2x squared, and I know that positive 3 and negative 1 multiply up to negative 3. And if you do the outer and inner terms, you have positive 3x on the inside, negative 2x on the outside, so you end up with 1x on the inside. So this was setting equal to 0. This is the factoring step. Now I'm going to set the factors equal to 0. So 2x plus 3 equals 0, and x minus 1 equals 0. You can do the rest of this in your head if you want, or you can show it. 2x equals negative 3, divide by 2. So one answer is x equals negative 3 halves. And the other answer, add 1 to both sides, x equals 1. So that's supposed to be positive negative 3 halves, and positive 1. So that's why you write your answer in little squiggly braces. Set equal to 0, factor, set the factors equal to 0. So let me give you another one to try on your own. Please try this one, solve by factoring. Pause the video now and solve by factoring. All right, so my first step is to subtract 3x from both sides. 3x from 20x squared, or from 20x would be 17x. Adding 6 to both sides, I would get 30. And that's how I would subtract 3x and add 6x to both sides. Now, to factor this thing here, I'm going to probably try a couple different things because it might be complicated. But I know that all the signs are going to be positive because they multiply up to a positive and add up to a positive. So I would try different things, but I have to tell you that the number right with the 2x has to be an odd number. So I might try 3 or I might try 5. I think that 5 works. Let's try it. So the outer terms are 12x, the inner terms are 5x, 12 and 5 makes 17. Setting this one equal to 0, 2x plus 5 equal to 0. Subtracting 5 and dividing by 2, you get negative 5 over 2. X plus 6 equals 0. Subtracting 6, you get negative 6. So the answer is negative 5 over 2 and negative 6. That's solving by